NBC updated spoilers for Tuesday, November 3rd teased that Eli would have to cover up his mistake. That's because Lonnie will hear the secret her husband keeps as he talks in his sleep. Eli will be in the hospital after Ben's attack, so that should give Lonnie a chance to listen by his side. Although Eli doesn't admit exactly what he did, Lonnie will hear him tell Kristen that he is sorry. Of course, Eli could simply argue that he felt bad about capturing Kristen in the first place. But Days of Our Lives fans know it more than that. Eli secretly recorded Kristen's confession and used it to tell her she pleaded guilty. Now, Kristen suffers behind bars without a daughter, while Eli happily plans her own family with Lonnie. Or not so happy, if his growing guilt is any indication. However, the Days revelators say Eli will manage to hide his trail and get Lonnie off his back for now. At Ciara's new steal, Tripp will sadly say goodbye and reflect on how messed up things have been. According to Vincent, Ciara was shot and blown onto the screen, and Tripp is facing charges of rape thanks to what Allie Horton believes happened in London. NBC suggested that Tripp might be innocent, but it's a story that will continue. Currently, Tripp will sulk in front of Ciara's grave and bury himself in a number of ways. Tripp may want to talk about Allie's accusations and the amount of money they have suffered in life. Across town, Steve will be scared to go to school. Tripp is staunchly opposed to DNA testing, but Steve agrees that Kayla should do it anyway. They concealed that bomb from Tripp, but it will explode before you know it. NBC says DNA results will be available soon, so Kayla will gently nudge Steve to confess. She could have argued that if Tripp really never touched Allie, then he should be grateful in the end. Steve really hopes this DNA test will prove Tripp's innocent, but that won't happen until later this week. Turns out Steve won't get a chance to spread the news about the test either. Allie will be the one who accidentally let the cat out of the bag, so keep an eye on Tripp's fury. At the runway near where the car exploded, Ben will ask to know if Ciara is still alive or not. After leading Vincent there, Ben will know Vincent didn't tell him everything. Vincent will play mind games, but Ben will ask Vincent to just spit it out. NBC says Vincent will eventually reiterate that Ciara is dead. He'll even provide some extra information to make Ben believe it's true. Once Ben knows there is no hope left, he tries to pull the trigger. Ben will feel that it will ease his pain somewhat to avenge Ciara's death, but he will also know that this is not him. Since Ben received the help he needed, he wasn't the cruel killer today. Ben has become one of the good guys, so it will be difficult for him to go back to such a dark place. However, Ben only had Vincent's words, and we all know he could have never believed it. Even so, Ben will try to make himself through Vincent's murder until Sean shows up. Days spoilers say Sean will take Ben's weapon and put him under a house arrest. Both Ben and Vincent will be sent back to Salem PD, where Sean will lecture Ben about all the rage he's facing. Sean will understand why Ben is in a bad condition, but he will feel like Ciara wants Ben to find a better coping mechanism and move on. We'll provide you with more updates as more Days of Our Lives details appear. Thanks for watching our videos. Goodbye and see you again.